Nothing in this life is real. And I know you can feel it too. We live in a unique time in history, or so we're told, one where the achievements of mankind seem to stretch to an infinite horizon, curl back on themselves, and form an infinite loop of progress and forward motion. The narrative doesn't hold up. It's not real. Now, I guess some of it is functionally real, like the forest is going to be here whether or not I accept that it is. Probably. I'm never sure these days. But there's so much of our lives that we seem to hold sacred that don't actually seem to hold very much water. 12 months ago, I quit my day job. I had gotten to this point of ultimate purposelessness. I had become so empty inside that I couldn't tell what was real anymore. I was in crisis. And I spent the next 12 months going through hell. That's why this channel has been inactive and in the dust since August of 25. We tell ourselves there's so much going for us. We have our homes and our jobs and our money and our career and our relationships even. We have our politics. Oh, can't forget the politics, that thing by which we gotta identify ourselves. But none of it seems to actually hold any water. This video is a cognito hazard, okay? If you are fragile, if you're prone to disassociation or anything of the sort, I would tread lightly, but I want you to think about, let's just start with something easy. Money, that thing which we all kind of seem to hold dear. We're told that it's the exchange mechanism, and that's a very good system. It's a very good way for people to, get things from strangers, for example, without having to do, like, bloodshed, for example. None of the currencies in the developed world are backed by anything. None of them. Let's talk about our homes. Our homes, our boxes where we go when it's not polite for us to sleep outside, those are subsidized to us by about 3 major big companies, and no one can explain to me how or why it's right that I should not be able to buy a house for my entire life, despite society apparently needing me to, do all the normal society stuff, raise kids, have a family, all that, yeah. No one can explain to me what's in it having a family. No one's put forward any serious theory since easily the 1930s on what any of it is supposed to mean. The major religions have fallen behind. They may have had a good outset, a core purpose that was supposed to guide them, make them beacons of light in this world, but they failed. By and large, I think they're infiltrated by something else. And that's a psychological force. And maybe not. It depends on how you see the world. I want to ask you just to do that with everything in your life. This week, month, this 24 hours as we spin around the sun. I don't really care what definitions you come up with. I just want you to ask, when someone tells you that it's politics, is it really politics? Someone tells you it's money. Is it really money? Or is it a piece of paper that we printed infinitely? Good, still recording. You never know. You thought I was just lunging towards your throat there, didn't you? And that's par for the course, honestly. I don't fault you. Your relationships, so many people in my generation, you can tell, they were so fucking lonely. It just seems like it's this infinite divide between us and anything that would mean something. When I go out in public, there are people there, sure, they just why would I speak to them? And I've met great people out here, in this region actually, but right on the edge of the woods here, as I'm sure you can tell. But it never lasts. It never holds up. You can never count on these people to know who they are or be a mature specimen of a human being. And I know I'm no one to talk. I don't have the most world experience. Except I've been beyond the pale. I've seen things that have killed a lot of people better than me. And I've survived them. And now I can't live with myself if I don't come back to this thing I started a long time ago, just with the idea that, like, oh yeah, I'll talk about this crazy psychological tactic that's being used to, like, tear you down or whatever. It's more than that now. We've hit a unique time where the language that exists between the self and the inner self, the true you, the person who no one else is ever going to meet, that language is breaking down, and it's hurting people. And I'm gonna make a next video about that, probably 2-4 days here. Subscribe if you would like to see that. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Love you. Probably. Not in a gay way. But you never know. I guess Louis Rossmann has this really funny thumbnail I love. I've got a screenshot of it saved about 5 different places just for humor purposes. And it's this video called "Do Not Accept the Premise of Assholes." The idea is when people try to enforce a frame on you and they tell you that, like, oh, this right here, this is culture. Or this right here is, I don't know, meaning in the human frame. You can't trust them. You can't trust anyone. No one knows themselves. No one has done the work necessary to find themselves in 3 generations now. And something funny happens within 3 generations, because that's when, like, the old mentor class, who are supposed to, like, keep society going, college professors, grandparents, old parents, I guess. I never know when people are born these days. The 60s were weird. They're gone. And we're left here, you and I, because you're probably in the same boat as me. You click the thumbnail, you know that we're all kind of just close to giving up on life. And why not? Why don't we give up on life? Why don't we do something with ourselves? Why don't we say that it's bullshit to have a car payment, a house payment? It's bullshit to go to a day job and appease some mindless drone boss who just wants to suck your life force out of you for minimum shareholder cost. Why don't we? What's left? What's left? What's left for you? Because I know there's nothing left for me. And you might be thinking that I sound like crazy or schizophrenic, but really, what I'm saying, does it resonate with you? Let's see if this is still on. Oh, good, it is. You never know. Just ask, like, do I have a purpose in life? Not me, but you. Do you have a purpose in life? I know I do. It took going through hell to find it, but we're back. I wish you could see the grin. We just keep pushing ourselves through this in the idea that somehow in this world of infinite projected growth, we're going to find something holy, that we're going to reach a singularity of technology, that we're going to improve human living conditions to a point where it really meaningfully just is paradise on earth. And I don't see it happening. If it were going to happen, it would have happened by 1910. We haven't seen a major uptick in human life expectancy since like 1970. We haven't seen an uptick in general comfort accessibility since the 1910s, 20s. What are you working for? to pay off the car loan, so then you can pay off the rent, so then you can pay off the yada, yada, yada. Are you financing burritos? I know people who are financing burritos. It's grim. It's grim out here. As such, I'm done. I have given up on life. This projected framework in which I'm supposed to live, and the forest was a very intentional choice here. I like this better than I like anywhere else on Earth. And I know that I like this better than home, because my home is not my home. My home is just a subsidized cube, dude. It's built for maximum efficiency. None of it is mine. Nothing in there suits me. Nothing is special. It's just a box for my property and for my sleep. Why not? What's left for you? The money, it's not real. The relationships, they're not real. The politics, they're not real. Like, no matter how hard you try, you won't find more beneath the surface. There's no, like, chud TikTok edit that you can watch that's gonna fix you. The same as there's no, like, I don't know, what the hell are people even on about these days? I don't know. And that's all. That's all there is to it. There's just a point where the world will kick you and drag you and beat you down. It will hurt you. It will make you suffer. It will take everything that you are. And some people can acclimate to this. Some people, like probably you and definitely me, we can't acclimate. There's something hard locked in our heads, and we can't do it. So the summary purpose of the system for us isn't an education. It's more of a annihilation. Standing here in this echoing behemoth of sound, taking refuge in my one safe place in the middle of this concrete desert, I feel myself again. And I feel something more. Purpose, calling, something valuable that people need. There's a certain euphoria, and euphoria is an interesting word. It just means a total integration of self, where every part of you just thrums along like a well-oiled machine, and you know where you're going, you know what you're doing. There's something really interesting about that. And the most interesting part is that the time when I feel it most is when I'm doing what I'm doing now. I haven't felt this way in a long time. I haven't had this feeling that I'm helping someone other than myself. I've solved a ton of problems for myself. Hell, depending on who you ask, I'm not supposed to be alive right now, and yet I'm here. I survived. I got to make it through when so many other people didn't. Good people, too. There are so many better people than I am who didn't make it through, and you get to this uneasy point where you try to justify why something happened to so many other people and not to you. And at the end of it all, you can say that it was for some higher purpose, and maybe it was, I do not know. But in any case, it would be a waste of the new life that was given to me to keep looking for some steady career. It would be a waste to propagate this broken thing that we call a world. It'd be a waste for you to keep doing that. We're not here to become less. We're not on this earth to become smaller at the behest of assholes. We are not here to accept the premise of assholes. We are not here to live comfortably and keep going through the day-to-day even though it winds us down. We are not here to calcify our fucking brains to the point that we can't even feel how bent and twisted who we are has become. I know that I wasn't put here to increase shareholder value. I know that my life was not promised to someone else 3,000 years ago. I know that I'm not someone else's property. I know that I'm not on this earth to play other people's little games that they made up because they can't stand the idea that they're not all powerful. I want you to have that same freedom. So when you look at this world, I want you to ask yourself if what you're looking at is even real. Because it's getting surreal out there. It's getting scary. And the models of the old world, the communication that we have between the mind and the, whatever you want to call it, the heart, it's not going to hold up. It's already breaking down. Christ, man, the rate of people in my generation taking themselves out of the picture, it's brutal. I don't know what further evidence I can really give you beyond all that. Our money's fake, our world's fake, our jobs are fake, our homes are fake. Our lives are fake. Your life is fake. You don't have anything. Like, you have a couple of hobbies and an idea of who you're supposed to be, but no will to action. You've got nothing. I've seen what happens to people who go down that road, and I hope, sincerely, that is not you. I really hope there's... I hope this will happen. I hope that will happen. I hope tomorrow it rains chocolate. That would be disgusting. I'm tired of hoping. I'm tired of hoping that some job is going to give me what I want out of life. I'm tired of telling myself that, oh, if I can just buy property and get into the boomer real estate market, maybe I can set myself up and maybe I can have a real life where I don't know, attend Woodstock. Because that's the only cultural mythos we have. Just the 1980s. Maybe up from the 1960s over again. And that's all. That's all we have. I want you to go find more. I want you to find more. I want you to be more. I want you to give up on this life and go find something better. Go build something better if you have to. That's all.